Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin. Presenting yours truly, the Lone Warrior. And welcome back to another episode of the Lone Warrior Podcast. And it might look like this. This will be a monthly thing for now. And I have no really extensive plans for the podcast itself because I've been busy with life so far, so I'm gonna let the episode talk out of itself. I talk about how I've been busy with tech and events, how I've been busy with my career, how I've been busy with lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And as for the game, well, it might be quite embarrassing, but I've played on stream how to, level up, grind your characters in all this Vesperia, because I couldn't beat the boss in this stage. Well, that's your spoiler alert. Thrown away, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's pretty much just me chilling and just talking about what would be the future plans for the Lone Warrior in real life. Well, for the podcast itself, I expect it to be a monthly thing for now until I can have the capacity to dish out these episodes, as many as I can. Well, it's quite a tedious process for me to do them myself now, but hey, you gotta learn how to do these things while no one's looking, and once everybody's watching, they'll be in shock, in awe on how far the podcast has come. So I'm gonna let the videos play. And if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, you're a new viewer, somehow the algorithms brought you to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below to help with the channel. It is a big deal for me since I'm not really promoting the channel as much, but I'm gonna let the episode speak for itself now. Enjoy. Boom. Hello. We're back with the Lone Warrior Podcast. Look at my hair. Oh. I can hear myself. What the heck? We got commenters here. Why this? Asks Justin. And we got Ralph Machete. He's saying, here's my idol, in a voice that's not... I'm a loss of words. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. Anyway, yeah, so why this? This is a legit question. So, I haven't done a Lone Warrior podcast for the month. So, tada! There's no long answer here. I just wanted to do one episode before the month of August ends and just take the reflections part of what I've been doing in the real life portion of my life, aside from the streaming, in the podcast, so that when I look back, well, I would say that I've done everything I could with no regrets. What's this? Ralph says he thought it was Lone Warrior, but who am I with? Ooh, spoopy. Anyway. Anywho. Right, so I started off this way because you'll find out when I get in game. It's funny, not quite funny, but yeah, I just wanted to preface the episode. Of what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna level grind for about 1 hour, maybe talk about what I've been doing these past few days. Why I haven't streamed as much as I would hope. Well, it's not really people going back to the page and viewing me. It's not like I've been doing a good job on promoting the stream. Ironic, right? I'm a streamer. I'm a live streamer at this platform, but I don't share the page. Wow. Then what's the purpose then? Anyway, let's give it another purpose. So I'll be reflecting. So this is the reason why I've paused the game and made sure that nothing goes wrong. There's already a monster coming at me. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. So yeah. A good place to start with the touch grass moment is actually in the game itself. So I've left the game. What the heck?
I'm gonna go nuts.
I've left the game at a point where I'm supposed to fight a boss already. This is the save point. And if I move forward, then I'll go ahead and face the boss. But apparently, if you checked out the last episode, well, I got my ass handed to me. I got my butt whipped and kicked. So I've decided that, you know what, it might be a good time to level up. But I wanted to do this off stream, seriously. Because it would ruin the storytelling portion of the game. Yeah, I just wanted to find out what would Yuri and friends do if this goes on and on like continuously. But then I couldn't go ahead and face the boss. Or maybe if it's just my optimization of the party, this is my main party of choice for now. I'm going to go with Rita instead of Repeat. So Repeat is on the sidelines. And it's not really that final yet. I've checked the game. I believe there's more party members to be met. So that definitely is a touch grass moment in the game. Which is, it's been a while. I don't usually play RPGs anymore. My library of games revolves around multiplayer games that aren't necessarily first-person shooters. So let's consider MOBAs one. What's the input? So there's one. I've been doing a bit of League of Legends lately. Dirty pleasures. What's the input? I forgot the input for this. I'll check the tutorial. There's a bar on the left side that's supposed to make your character continuously combo attacks, but I couldn't debuff an input. It's been a while since I played Vesperia, So what's the button? What's the tutorial? Status library tutorial. Records battle book. Counterlinks. No. That's not it. Magical attributes. Cooking. Secret mission. The heck? Manual cancel. When manual mode, no. This is just another mode. What is it? God, I forgot the name of that technique. Save and load. Status. Over limit with blah 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 with any D-pad button. Okay, with any D-pad. We got Dexter John B. Chua. Shout outs to you, sir. He says happy gaming. Yes, sir. We're definitely going to do that. We're gonna level up the characters. So my agenda here is to level up the characters at least at 20, but realistically I don't think I can reach that, so I'm gonna just go ahead and settle for 18 if that's plausible. Settle for 18, try to fight the boss again. There we go, over limit. With over limit, I can definitely combo so many attacks, but nothing sitting. That's fun.
Man, I was just getting warm.
So what else? Yeah. So that's Vesperia for you. Another thing that kept me occupied. Let's get on with Tekken first. Man. PGF held at SM Mall of Asia. Music Hall just concluded, and one of the events there, sub-events, was a Road to Rev Major. And of course, the winner.
We finished them off.
The winner will get free pass. I don't want to call it pass, but essentially, if you're going to participate in the Rev Major and you won the tournament there, you'll have the opportunity to participate in the Rev Major without paying anything, as far as I'm understanding it. Well, not really paying for anything, but I believe the registration fee is waived for the winner, so essentially you get free registration, which is a big thing. If you're a foreigner and listening to me with this podcast, it costs about $20. For us, it's about 1,000 pesos. So yeah, it's a big thing. You can use that expenses to other things, such as your stay on the place, which is I recommend. I don't really recommend like spam that as well. I don't really recommend going there on the Mall of Asia via commute. If you can, look for a place to stay nearby so that you don't get tired easily once you're there. Also, here's another thing that I would recommend: staying on a place nearby when there's an event, such as this. So, this is a gaming event, but let me play the skit first.
I hope we'll finally be able to meet Flynn when we get to Nora Harbor.
I get the feeling we'll miss him again.
He could be passing by the foot of the hill right now, headed back to the capital.
But Flynn left us a letter. I'm sure he's waiting for us.
We'll see.
Why do we have to take such a convoluted path through this place anyway?
It's your fault.
How was I supposed to help that? Quit blaming other people and let's get moving. Otherwise, we'll end up missing him for sure.
Right. Let's hurry to Nora Harbor.
Okay, so if you're going to go on an event, maybe participate in a tournament setting or something, you don't want to get tired. And unless you have one of those IDs that the organizers give you that you are a participant, you wouldn't want your time wasted queuing up with the lines of the people going there just to watch, just to enjoy the event. This happened in PGF, by the way. This is understandable. People want to monitor who is coming in and out. Unfortunately, I was a victim. I was a victim of not being let through because I'm just a regular guy. Well, can't blame the security for that. But it was infuriating. And that's a strong word, I know, but I was almost on the verge of losing my mind. So on the PGF event, I went there as early as 12 noon. I always do this. I always go ahead and be at the place as early as I can, if possible. And given that my schedule is on the night shift, so I've worked from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. of Friday transitioning to Saturday. So I acknowledge I'm about to lose my mind on this day because I didn't get that much
It'll be
sleep.
100 years before you can be.
But what's more infuriating is that the organizers and the security are not really in sync, I guess, for a lack of a better word. Can't think one right now. I understand the point that they're trying to make because a detail few might have missed is that the Tekken event, the Road to Rev, is an event that you have to pre-register first before you can compete. So, when the security team tells people that you have to register first before you can go ahead and play with the people or go to the event itself, that's what they really mean. But people misunderstand it that you have to register for the PGF entrance. So now we got supposed to be 2 lines possible merge into one line. So we got the event goers that are there just to get their loot goodies, just to enjoy the event. There are other sub-events too. So we got people mixed up together. So where's the right way again? And now you have this problem that there's too many people and you're queuing up in the line. Not really sure if you're going to get your playing time, warm-ups, things like that. And I'm going to expect this same phenomena happening in Rev Major because it's not like SM or let's just go ahead and say SM is not the friendliest of all hosts, so we got that. Oh, come on. I don't want to fight yet. I need to restart this. Oh, God. How do I'm just gonna restart. Or, you know what? Alright. Let's battle to the death.
I was too late. No! Are you okay?
Oh, God.
Someone protect
I
me
didn't
while I'm
intend for this to happen. I just wanted to... You know what? Probably going to save. Then check if the monsters will respawn. What is this game? This is the game where I intentionally knock myself out. Yeah, there we go. But I don't believe I've saved the game, so...
And they were never heard from again.
So funny. Now I'm not sure if this will respawn the monsters, but I'm not sure if people are the same level I've left them with. So I'm going to load and save until I get the results or the levels I want. So yeah.
Man, could you be any weaker?
I'm going to expect a lot of things going wrong with the Rev Major in terms of on my end. So I'm going to do as much as preparation as I can. I'm gonna look up place to stay during the weekend. Hopefully, there's somewhere there that's within my budget of range, or my budget's range rather. Hoping for that.
Oh man.
And also, I'm gonna queue up at the line as early as I can. Hopefully not needing to go out of the convention center. Because, I just want to focus on the event itself once I'm there on the Rev Major. And, of course, I'm going to have to pay because I didn't win. I didn't win any Road to Rev. We still have one more Road to Rev Major as of this streaming, so that's one in Marikina. I'm not going to participate as a competitor. Rather, I'm just going to be at the place, help with organizing the event. And so far, we got lots of registrants lined up. It's going to be at this Sunday, August 28th, if you're watching it live. So there's that. So there's my touch grass moment. I almost lost my mind with the security team, which I don't really recommend or advising anyone to do. They're just doing their job. But tell me if it doesn't piss you off. If there's people that you went with, you know that they're yet to queue up with the line, They're just there to anticipate an opening to get into the event. Come back at me if you don't get pissed off with that. And the guard is questioning you because, well, you happen to be there at the right time. So yeah, yes, Ralph, as Marshall homeboy, I'm gonna commentate the first part because, that's another touch grass moment I'm going to lead up to, but I'll not spoil it for now. let me gain a few levels first, or maybe just finish my thoughts with the recent events with Tekken. So yeah, there's that. I was almost going to be pissed off at a guy who is much bigger than me, like a bouncer. This guy's a bouncer, I believe. Man, he was built, and I was almost I was cracking my voice
That was easy.
because I was so pissed off. I just went to the bathroom, to the restroom rather, to take a pee break because I was about to pee. The event area for the PGF was smaller than I anticipated. It was at the music hall, and the restroom was quite far. The nearest one that I found was at the SM Cinema near there. So there's that. But yeah, Mall of Asia, what can I say? It's quite a big mall, easy to get lost. What else? So when I don't know what made the lady at the gate conclude that I was registered at the event, but I did show a proof of my registration. I opened up the brackets for the Road to Rev, so that was my proof. I was prepared to show an ID. That's the level of I guess attention that I am giving it. Was clearly bothering me. So here's a guy who's yet to get some sleep, and then you get to be the chosen one that is blocked by the guard. Apparently, even though the guy's body is big, he can only block one person at a time. Go figure, right? After I got interrogated, after I got hold off, and people were just coming in, surging in waves, and like the Plants vs. Zombies. The final wave is coming. There's 2, there's 4, there's 6 coming in, and the guards couldn't stop them currently. So I showed my registration with the Road to Rev rather.
We're done.
It's because you look sus. I don't know. But I was pissed.
I'm gonna make you work.
What removed me from getting pissed off, however, was I was at the event area. So it's time to let go and move on. Catch up with a few people, but I wasn't in a talking mood per se. I was in a mood. But I was not in a talking mood. The children are endangered. No. Anywho. I was not in a talking mood. I just wanted to be there, play some games. And there's a lot happening when you go to the PGF area. So, since this is day 1, Tekken is not yet the main stage. There's a lot of show matches. But I couldn't care. I couldn't really care on who was doing the show match. There was a Valorant show match. If I check the PGF itinerary, I believe I can point out which is which. But I just wanted to play. And after playing, I just went ahead and closed my eyes on the units. So there's that. So I went ahead and closed my eyes. Every time the marshals go on to call a last game, this is the one. Every time the marshal's gonna go, that's going to be the last game. We're gonna use that unit. There's like two people already and anticipating that this unit's gonna be free. Let's play some Tekken casuals. And then I feel bad, but it's so funny. The marshals have to go through the the units again, call out the last game, and the cycle repeats until pools were finished eventually. I think after the first pool was finished, it was only us. I was in pool B. So after pool A, people already finished their Tekken either by elimination or getting in the top 8, they went ahead and toured the MOA. They toured the Mall of Asia because they got better things to do. I finished the event at 6 p.m. and I was planning to meet up with my office mates in the area. They were at the area. They're at the Ayala by the Bay Mall. Because you might pinch not just the children but the women. If they get in the way, Ralph. They don't want a pissed off Rudy. But yeah, kidding aside, really, I was about to go ballistic. Because I don't know what I could have said that would have convinced the security to let me go. But bad words. I was gonna go, you bloody fucking bloody fuck. I was ready to go to that. I was ready to cross that line.
That was awesome.
Anyway. Yeah. PGF. So there was a lot going on. So imagine this, you're playing Tekken, there's a speaker behind you, then there's a speaker that is encompassing over the whole area. I'm happy that the top 8 is on day 2 because it would have been disrupted and it would have killed the mood for Tekken. Which, by the way, I've yet to watch. I've only seen highlights. AK apparently won it. RGN went to second. So I believe RGN already paid. So instead of waiving the registration fee of RGN, refunding it, they just gave the free registration to Tomahawk. So that's our top 3. AK, RGN, Tomahawk. Very, very, very strong players in the area, also Pasay area. I've been scrolling through the news feed recently and wow, well, this is a heartfelt moment. You see them way, way back, almost a decade. It's 2012. A time before I was playing Tekken competitively, and these are the people that you see. And they've come a long way. It's like a decade of playing. They have their bragging rights. I think Pau is 4th. Yeah, Pau is 4th. So I'm gonna keep doing this. Saving and loading until I get my desired levels. How many minutes I've been playing? Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. Maybe I can reach that level 20. Maybe. That's a big maybe. I don't think that I bought the best equipment for this part. But if my level is sufficient enough, well, that's good enough for me.
There's no way you could win.
So that's PGF for you. What else? Maybe I'm missing something. You know, I miss the days, by the way. There used to be times that when I go to the Pinoy Gaming Festival, I know what's happening. Now I don't even know. So, to give you an idea on the events or the booths that were there, there's a Predator booth, the one that has gaming rigs that lets you play for free for about 30 minutes. So, usually when you're going to go to events like this, what you would do is register at the gate. This is where the confusion lies with the security team, the organizers of the Red Major came to fruition. So you have to register at the gate. So if you're gonna go on the sole purpose of enjoying PGF, one of the things you want to do is register. Actually, you'll get a ticket or something that is stampable. Then you'll have to go around the booths, explore the area. Then you'll get free goodies at the end. That's the redemption part. And, well, if you're there just to enjoy the event itself, just to hang out, that's possible too. So there's that. There were giveaways. I don't know what kind of giveaways they were doing, but there were. So there's also a Rumble Royale booth, the Tower of Fantasy. I don't think I'm familiar with this game. I'm really old. I'm really old now. I'm playing old RPGs and people out here, the new generation, getting a new mobile game to enjoy. That's Tower of Fantasy for you. Excuse me. Let me check if I can cure Rita's poison with an art. I'll just cure it in battle. So there's Tower of Fantasy. What else?
Let's work together.
What else was there? Well, the show matches were there. Show matches, so there were a lot of personalities. Myrtle was there, I think. I believe that was Myrtle. And this is the only one that I can remember because I was playing my loser side of the bracket, so that's just doing first. Anyway, all right, let's make the poison ailment stay there for a moment. Or maybe I have the items. Poison bottle. There we go. So I was playing my loser side of the bracket, and people were making a commotion. Oh, there's somebody's cosplaying Neon Evangelist. I can't even say the title. Neo Genesis Evangelion character. Maybe it's Asuka, because it was a red jumpsuit, and probably that was for. But I couldn't care. I was playing my loser side. And I wanted to finish my loser side of the bracket as fast as I can. So every time I finished my match, I would call the marshal and report the scores. I managed to plow through, but I came up short. I believe I was I was 4 matches away from winning until I get the opportunity to participate in the top 8 as well. But sadly, that didn't happen. But hey. There's always next time. There's always a next game. And for now, I'll just take a rest. Because, yeah, probably it's time to... Yeah, I'm kind of excited to share this part as well. The other touch grass moments that I've really tried to keep a low profile on what I've been doing. A select few, no. Because I'm approaching this decision that those who care don't really mind, and those who mind don't really care attitude.
Oh man.
So, but I don't want to forget this experience. So, I'm just gonna save it for the sake of, hey, I did this. I'm not gonna look back and regret whatever the results may be. So I did apply to be a member of the Air Forces. So that's the Army. And the Friday, yeah, it was Friday, so we got Pinoy Gaming Festival on a Saturday. So, and there's also the, what do you call this? There's also the exam for the Philippine Armed Forces for the Air Force on a Friday. I was scheduled on a Friday. This was not the schedule of my own choosing, but rather the Air Forces were scheduling us, the applicants, on a set time. So we got that. So my day went by starting from Friday. I believe I didn't show up on a Thursday shift so that I can take the exam because I am working on a night shift. So the 10 to 7 I had to waive first because my physical fitness test, that's what it's called. The physical fitness test was 3:30 a.m. So I went to the base at least I was in the area at 1:30. So don't worry, I managed to get some sleep. I needed to get some sleep because Jesus Christ, that physical fitness test was taxing on the body. I was not expecting the high amount of push-ups and sit-ups that you had to do, but as much as possible, the advice was given to me is prepare for the run because it's quite the distance. And believe me when I say that advice helped me. That's the only redeeming part of the exam that I had to be proud of. I've run 3.2 kilometers without stopping. I might have stumbled, jogged, probably walked, but not walking in a sense that I'm strolling. I'm brisk walking.
Let's work together.
So there's that. I didn't reach the quota for the sit-ups and push-ups, sadly. So that's why once the 3.2 kilometer run that we had to do, as I said to myself, there's no way that I'm going to stop even for a second. I may have to brisk walk, I may have to jog, but definitely I'm not going to stop. The sad thing is, in order for me to pass that 3.2 kilometer run, I need to check my time according to the time that is needed for us to finish. But since we were about to run, our phones, anything that we can carry, was removed from us. So they didn't start the 3.2 kilometer run until we put all our things beside the table. And one officer was messing with the people with, oh, if you have ball pens with you, say goodbye to them. And true to their word, the ball pens were gone after the run was over. People were asking like, where's my ball pen? Where's my ball pen? And they were saying, yeah, well, it's a souvenir. Oh, well. So there's that. Hold on. Let me heart react these comments here. And I thought I was running full steam ahead on the first minutes until I was at the point I was jogging, then running, then jogging, then running. So there's that. Jogging, running until I saw the finish line. Then I just came out bursting with speed. I was like, yes, go. So I don't really know what my exact time is, but I can say for sure that, damn, I finished a 3.2 kilometer run without even strolling. I was confident at that. Not to put my other applicants on
Put out your hand.
the losing side of the story, or I suppose I'm not belittling them, I'm not discrediting their efforts, because some applicants
Don't get sloppy.
have strong push-ups and sit-ups, but once it came to the run, they were tired. I saw people actually physically fit enough to finish all 3 events. As in, wow,
You did it, Reed.
that's commitment. If I see any, if I saw a person committed to joining the armed forces, there's one. So like, you know, when people push up, it's not really consistent on how low they go and how high they end up. Well, some people there finish their push-ups with ease. Then there's also people like me who had trouble finishing their push-ups once at a certain point. For me, it was about, I think it was about 23. I managed to push up more up until 28. But yeah, that's where my breaking point was. I couldn't do more. With the sit-up, so it was 25. My God. I tried to go fast this time with the sit-ups because on the push-ups, wow, I felt like the energy was sapped out of me. I've run out of gas power. What am I supposed to do to reach that quota? So on the next event, on the sit-up, I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do fast sit-ups as fast as I can with proper form as much as possible. But then again, I've only reached 25, which is a lot. There's a huge gap on the required quota. I'm not gonna say the quota what is, for the sake of, you know, not exposing the exam. But maybe on a private conversation, I'll share it with people. I've already shared it with some people who are actually aware that I'm applying for the armed forces. The comments that you might see on the left side, Ralph Nochete actually knows he's just messing with you guys. So there's that. Flying for the armed forces. And the results, as the time of this streaming, they said that it would come out on the last week of August or the early weeks of September. So there's something to be anxious about. You have to wait. I have to wait for a few more days or weeks. But I'm just gonna anticipate that it would be on the last week of September. And it's going to be posted, I assume, on their Facebook page, where I get all my news from anyway. They advise some people to prepare their documents, like clearances, NBI clearance, on the anticipation that they pass. If people knew that they finished the events cleanly, they're going to get their requirements fast. Unlike me though, I'm not really even sure if I passed. And just to reassure me, they've mentioned things like, oh, they're gonna rank the top applicants who perform best in this exam because they have also a number of recruits that they need to fulfill. But again, for me, it's 50-50. I'm happy that I've had this experience. I've actually adjusted my exercise routine now on that physical fitness test.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next week?
Let me read the comments here. Ralph says, if the results come out, maybe there are pay-to-win people. Others are on a battle pass, you know. Haha. But you'd be surprised if that would be the case. But I wouldn't take it against them. My thinking would be something like this. If you really want it that bad, how much are you willing to do in order to get in, right? It's not something to be ashamed of, especially if someone's desperate.
That was awesome.
That's something to take away now that I've aged. We got not me Natozaki here. Yes, he has a quip. He has a quip, but I don't think I can translate this directly. But let's see. I'm just gonna read it outright. Kung ang Tagalog ng yellow ay dilaw, pwede bang pahagasi maginaw? Hey! We got... What do you call this? Pickup lines? No. We got one-liners from Not Natozaki, even though it's a two-line. We got Lofty here joining. You're my idol since day one, dear sir.
That's not what I was gonna say.
So, yeah. Again, I'm not gonna take it against those who are quote-unquote paying to win or using their connections. Again, how much are you willing to give if you want something? And even though, you know, I just recently found out that the military gives good compensation anyway, this pandemic, so I took the opportunity to take my chances. So there's that. And there's most definitely qualified applicants on the exam itself, but I guess what I would want to say is the Air Force would want recruits that are dedicated to the cause.
Let's work together.
So if they see that you really want it, they're gonna give it to you. You're my only one idol by yellow card. That's a song. So this is where my my thinking goes. It's going to be a 50-50. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to pass, but the required quota is so big. I don't think that they're going to reach that solely on those who pass the physical fitness test. So they're gonna rank until they reach that number. At least that's what's been said to me. But I'll wait and see. On the other hand, I'm going to be overthinking until the results come out. And it's not like I've given up yet. If I just happen to not pass this time, I'm gonna do it next year then. I'm gonna do more preparations because if the special enlistment program continues, for those who don't know, the armed forces, so this includes military, the army, the Marines, Air Force. I don't think the reserves have this, but I think the Coastal Guard, Marines, I believe, is different from our Coastal Guard. So any part of the armed forces of the Philippines, if you want to apply, if you're between 18 to 35 years old and you're already a professional, you won't take the exam if you have a license and you have what do you call this? If you have a license and you have working experience. That's how I've managed to go to the physical fitness part. So if it all goes well again with the second submission, if I don't pass here, I'm already laying out my plans. If I don't get the intended result of passing this time, I'm going to do it next year. Gonna collect all my requirements again, prepare for the physical fitness tests more rigidly. As in, I've already went to the gym with this what I'm doing right now, and it's not even enough to meet halfway of the physical fitness test. So I'm gonna go ahead and do more preparations this time. At least to what I can, you know? Be the best person you can be. Here I go, screaming my lungs out. What do you call this? How do I translate this? You know, that's the thing, Ralph. If you were paying attention earlier and not just thinking of one-liners, like I said, I did not stop on the run. So I may have brisk walk. I almost was on the verge of vomiting while I was running. That's I'm gonna emphasize again, I did not stop the 3.2 kilometers. I may have brisk walk, but I continued to jog on certain portions. I didn't see anyone that was behind me overtake me because I didn't stop. After the run was finished, I couldn't have air come in. I was exhaling out and out. And again, I was on the verge of burping. There was a huddle on the aftermath of the run. I went to get some air because people were suffocating me because we were compressing. And yeah. And this is my touch to grass moment. Man, I need more preparations. I could do so much more with the physical exam. So there's that, which is quite fun. If somebody challenges me to a run, I'm confident enough that I can outrun most of my competition. With the armed forces, even though, that was the third event. Probably some people are tired. I saw even some people just taking their huge breaks on the side. But
An exquisite victory.
I took the advice. You don't stop whatever happens. But of course, they have to give the disclaimer. Like, if you're feeling nauseous, you have to stop. But I wanted to pass at least this part of the exam, you know. So there's that portion. I was quite proud, but probably looking at it now, there's room for improvement for me. And I've rested. I've looked at my build. Maybe I can make myself more lean.
I feel like an easy win. Don't get cocky.
I'm looking at it now at a perspective of how strong my body can be if I push it hard enough. And I don't eat much anyway, so I'm going to increase my calorie intake just a bit because I don't really track my calories. I just go ahead on if I've eaten once, that's good enough for me. They're all dead.
Yeah, I beat you into next.
Ah, no. But why is repeat on the battlefield? So, there's that. Let's see. Let me just adjust my party here. A strategy. King status sniper. Anyway, maybe they've just switched out. I don't know how to do that. So,
Just go away.
yeah, they managed to switch out automatically. I didn't know how I did that. Where was I? Alright, finishing the exam. So afterwards, yeah. Let's go now to what happens after. So, this is the crazy part. There's something there. There's something mystical about the place. So for those who don't know, the exam that I underwent to is located at Villarmor Air Base, which is in Pasay. It's near the Gate 3 of the NAIA International or NAIA Airport. It's kind of redundant to say that. I'm just gonna say Ninoy Aquino International Airport. It's like NAIA Airport's like saying RIP in peace. So it's located near there. And across the base, there is an affluent residence. If you see it, you're going to assume that rich people live there. And the name of the place is Newport City. Is the name of the subdivision. I don't really know. I don't really care. So here's what happened. At the time of we were crossing the street. So by the way, if you're going to cross the street on that area on the Villamor Air Base, it's like crossing the street with your life on the line. There's no pedestrian lane. Cars and motorcycles continue to speed on and on because they have the right. And it's like a road. It's like a road that isn't meant for pedestrians to be crossing anyway. But granted, sometimes it's not really that common to see a car or a motorcycle speeding ahead on the road, or even if there are lots of cars, traffic just stops anyway, so people just cross the street within it. So we were crossing the street, and across the street there was a lady screaming with a guy on a motor helmet. I'm not really sure what's happened. Why did they come to this point that the lady was screaming while the guy was clutching his bag? I don't know. Probably it was a random snatcher who just happens to get caught. But in those types of scenarios, I don't really have the urge to help anymore. It's like not my business. Not my business. Probably I'll get caught up in something more than I can handle. So yeah. But what's funny is once we all came across the street, and because people were paying attention already to these two, it was a good 2 to 5 minutes that we couldn't cross, and then the guy just suddenly comes down because the situation calls for that. Hey, this lady is screaming and she's definitely distressed. And then once it was like a mob of people watching, then only the security, which by the way, this is their job. This is their job to alleviate any troubles in their area, came and like up. What's happening here, sir? Please stop that. I just found it funny because there's a common saying in the Philippines. The police comes after everything is said and done, and I feel like this is one of those instances. The authorities just came. Oh, well, the trouble's already finished. All right, we'll take it from here. Yeah, I just found it funny. And granted, probably they didn't see it, but quite doubtful of that. There's no security guard assigned to that area because I'm very doubtful because there's a gate nearby, so definitely there has to be someone there that's watching post. But yeah, I just found it funny. And yeah, and you can imagine how tired my body felt there. So after the push-up part, my chest was already acting up. I couldn't really do more push-ups, but I wasn't necessarily tired. Same with sit-ups, my hips and lower back already felt fatigued, but it's not like I couldn't walk anymore because I gave my all on the run. Yeah. I gave my all when I ran and I ran and I ran. I didn't stop for even a moment's purpose to take a breather. Like just keep walking like that. We got comments here from Rob. Let me just hard react here. Oh, it's been a while. And I'm almost wrapping up my R. Yeah. Probably this episode is going to be my look back moment on how far I came from. And depending on the results of the exam is what do you call this? Is my going to be adjustment on if I'm going to go ahead and stream on, because for those who applied and have passed, they're gonna undergo basic training, which requires you to take residence in the camp. So, god damn it, it's not quit. I believe I can do one more. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fight the boss this time. Ralph says, I miss Idol in Takbuhan. We're not gonna entertain that negative energy. Probably tomorrow, though. This is a happy moment for me. We don't want to associate anything that, whiny people do. Ew. I don't want to be a victim anymore. So let's not. Do you call this? Let's not ruin the moment. Like, ew, I'm a victim. But yeah, let's try to fight the boss this time. Let's see, settings. Library, save configs. I believe I selected Japanese on the game audio. I'm just gonna go reopen the game again. Yes, I want to, but not at this post. You can make time for that. There's a time and place to shit on people on how their attitude is, and there's a time and place on, hey, I just did this, I just want to celebrate. It's like doing this already gives me a sense of fulfillment. Yeah. Some check out my audiences. I'm going on a monologue and they're trying their best to distract me. But anyway, let's go ahead and try to fight the boss now. Let's see, who is they're all in 17. I'm not sure if I can handle the big boss here, but hey, might as well try. There's nothing to lose. Yeah, I was so tired that day after the physical fitness test that we went on a Sangyup restaurant. Well, it's not really a Sangyup because it's Japanese, so we went to an all-you-can-eat restaurant, and I've ate a lot. I'm aware that I've ate a lot, but it's like I could eat more. It's like I was that tired.
What's that?
And good thing too is that we had a visitor that has a car, so transportation wasn't any trouble, but I was already closing my eyes when I was outside.
Leave it here, it'll surely go back and try to attack
But Halora
try
has
this
the
boss
barrier
fight.
protecting it now.
Even so, how are the people of Halor supposed to sleep at night?
Think I'm powerful enough? No. Ooh! Party gets blown away.
Holy shit! To me.
Flickering blaze, burn!
Oh no! Rita's dead. Alright. Oh no!
Get back!
If I can get this guy, this wolf here, to touch those leaves, probably I'll have a better time. Those Billy Bali leaves. God damn it. Ah, there we go. Let's remove the cubs first. God dang it. I don't think I'm still strong enough for this. There are those Billy Bali leaves.
Come to me. This is dangerous.
Of course, Estelle flies away.
Are you okay?
Right, there's only one left.
I'll blow you away!
Holy power. Come to me. First aid.
God damn it.
First aid. I don't feel good.
What the hell am I
Take!
doing?
I'm dead.
Are you okay? How did this happen?
Ah, yes. Yuri's a guy. I also thought that when I began Best Friend. I don't think I can still handle the boss. I might have to do some off-stream leveling for this one.
Flickering blaze, burn!
But hey, at least I got a strategy. I tried to make that wolf go to the leaves. God damn it. I had my chance there, but oh well. I guess it's time to end the episode. I'm gonna edit this over on the weekend. This will be uploaded on the following week.
Never heard from again.
But yeah, hey, thanks for joining me, guys. So that's my touch the grass moments. I'm just gonna continue my workouts, I guess. Try to do a better job with the careers and everything. So that's it for me. I'll see you next episode. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I say that like that there's a guarantee that I'll be doing this if I pass the exam. But hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So that also goes for live streaming. So see you next time.